In this video, we're going to talk about 10 must-have tools for OnlyFans agencies and creators. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gavin Magoon. I run a six-figure OnlyFans management agency. And I've been in this business since 2021, and since beginning, I've done millions of dollars in sales on OnlyFans and off-platform sales. The first OnlyFans management tool that everybody should be using is a chat management software like Infloww. To be honest, we wouldn't even consider really signing a creator or managing a creator anymore at this point without the use of Infloww. It just makes it so easy and seamless to manage a creator by being able to have one login into the OnlyFans account and have our entire team be able to access it. And then all the tools that Infloww uses, like the messaging tools, being able to message online fans, or using the notes feature in Infloww, or even just some of the other features like being able to create tracking links and see the performance of those tracking links inside of Infloww. Infloww is like the most valuable tool that any OnlyFans agency can have, and really is a key to success when it comes to managing multiple creators and having a large team and being able to properly allocate your time and resources to the different creators on your team, being able to see an overview of how everyone is performing all within the Infloww dashboard. There's a few others out there like Creator Hero or Chatterly that are both also talked about in the space. Personally, I don't use them, we use Infloww, so feel free to use the affiliate link below. Number 2 on this list is going to be Telegram. Telegram is a messaging app that allows us to send messages to other agencies or other creators and communicate with them. For those of you who aren't on Telegram yet, I definitely recommend you get on there. Basically, the entire OnlyFans industry or space is on that messaging app right now, and they're all communicating and networking on there. It's essential to share information and be able to have the contact information of all the different agencies and creators out there, and Telegram is going to give you the access that you're looking for in order to be successful in this business, whether it's to network or to sell promotions or even just find what other people are doing and share what you have to offer. The third OnlyFans tool is an Antidetect browser. This is essentially a software that allows you to create profiles within it, and each of those profiles acts as its own Google Chrome browser or like Mozilla Fox browser. And the reason why you need this is, one, an Antidetect browser will protect you from having all of your social media accounts tied to one device or one IP if you use a proxy. So when you're managing a large amount of accounts at a scale, you're going to need an Antidetect browser so that social media sites like Facebook or Twitter or any of these other sites don't connect you all to one IP and one device. And using an Antidetect browser will allow you to siphon off and keep your profiles separate in order to ensure the safety of each of the accounts. That way, if let's say you have a random suspension that occurs on one Reddit account, it doesn't affect your other Reddit accounts just because you properly set up each social media account within an Antidetect browser, had your team manage the account from the profiles, and kept them separate through different IPs or different device fingerprints is what they call it. So the one we use is GoLogin. That is the most affordable solution that is out there. I've heard some other ones like Anti-Dolphin or Multi-Login are good as well. Number 4 on this list is going to be Google Drive. We currently use Google Drive basically to manage all content and operational documents and sheets within our agency. Let's dive into Google Drive and why it's good for storing content. For the most part, Google Drive is going to be easiest to share with other members of your team because they'll typically all have a Gmail address or a professional workspace email address. And with Google Drive, you're going to be able to share both of these types of emails, no problem, and everyone's going to be able to access either your company drive or the drives that you set up for your creators. I think it's good to set up a drive for your creators because it allows them the opportunity to have a place to store all their content besides what they're doing on their phone, because a phone can be really messy, but if you have a well-organized Google Drive set up for them and a VA managing the Google Drive, ensuring that things stay organized and content is getting placed in the correct folders, it does a really good service for the creator. It gives them a visual and organized place to look at all the different types of content they have, whether it's like fan requests or if it's content for social media or like TikToks or anything like that. So basically anything that a creator makes, they will typically send it to us via Telegram or iMessage or whatever, or email, and then we'll upload it into Google Drive for them, or we'll have the creator, if they are able to, just upload everything in Google Drive, and then this way they can access it from there, or our team can also access it and download it and use it as needed. Also, if you ever lose content, like say you lose an Instagram account or a Reddit account or something like that, you're easily able to regain access to the content that you have if it's already stored in a Google Drive. And then the other thing that's really important about Google Drive is just being able to use Google Docs and Google Sheets. Currently, that's what we use for all the documentation of systems and processes in our business. We tried using some other ones like Notion and Airtables and things like that. I know those are pretty popular in the OnlyFans agency space. However, I found that Google Drive, and in particular Google Docs and Google Sheets, were just the easiest to use because everybody had the most hands-on experience with those. Number 5 is going to be Discord. When I started my OnlyFans management agency, I was kind of tied between using Discord or Slack as a communication channel for the internal chats in our team. What it came down to be honest, was that we went with Discord because I just didn't like the name Slack, although the functionality of both tools are pretty much the same. Discord allows us to create different channels within our agency chat, so we have different departments all within one Discord server. So we'll have an accounts department, a marketing department, traffic department, all these different departments, and then each of them have channels that are broken down to talk about the various aspects of each department, like creator specific channels or like social media specific channels, where everybody on the team can openly discuss and transparently learn what is going on in the entire agency at any time by just reading through the channels. So Discord has been an invaluable tool for us in order to help everyone stay in touch and make the team itself feel like a community and a place where everybody works and can feel comfortable sharing and learning in a transparent environment together. The number 6 tool you're gonna wanna have as an OnlyFans agency is a DMCA takedown service. Now, this is something that I wasn't really aware of for a long time, has recently come to my attention as something that's very important for OnlyFans management agencies and OnlyFans creators to utilize. So DMCA takedown, to go into it very quickly, is essentially just like a software tool that will browse the internet for your content, and then anything that is not yours or like officially sanctioned by you as being allowed to be out there. DMCA takedown service like Rulta will send them a notification to take it down, and then also delist the image or content from Google so that it does not appear in the search results. There's a few benefits to this. The first one being that, of course, you won't have a ton of content links out there, and fans will not be able to essentially find what you're selling for free by looking on Google and clicking on various links and going to all these scammy sites that have all those click-through ads that you need to get through just to find your content for free. But the other thing that's super important with DMCA takedowns is brand protection. And when I think most people think of when it comes to brand protection is they think about protecting their content, but you're also protecting your name with a DMCA takedown. So right now, if you take any typical creator on Instagram that you see and you go search her name on Google, oftentimes we see that those creators are not performing DMCA takedowns because the entire search results and the results on Google Images is going to be links to other sites that are not owned by the social media creator. Every single month, if you look at a tool like Google Keyword Planner and you see the search volume for specific usernames, so if you have a username like Sophie Rain, for example, you'll see that Sophie Rain can have like 100,000 searches a month on Google. But if she's not using a DMCA takedown service, those 100,000 searches, when they search on Google, are going to click to other sites, and Sophie Rain is going to lose that traffic that she could be getting for herself to back to her social media sites without a DMCA takedown service. We use Tello for real phone numbers and being able to get eSIMs for our creators or the various phones that our agency has. When you run an OnlyFans management agency with a lot of creators and a lot of staff, typically you're going to have staff that are going to need real phones to log into the accounts and manage social media accounts like Instagram or Twitter or whatever it might be. And then also it's good to have work-related phones for the creators too, so they're not having to use their personal phones. With that comes a lot of SIM cards that are needed, a lot of real phone numbers and a lot of real phones. So we use Tello right now to get everybody SIM cards and make sure that they have a very good but affordable plan to get them all their data needs or minutes for using or even text. I think Tello, they have plans that are like $10 a month where you can get 5 gigabytes of data and like unlimited talk and text, right? For like $10 a month, which is very affordable compared to like some of the big corporate options here in the United States, like AT&T or Verizon. All right, the 8th tool we're going to talk about in this video is Facebook Business Suite. Personally, I really like Facebook Business Suite because of the organization in it. We are able to add our various team members in there, and they can have access to being able to post on various accounts through Facebook and Instagram if needed through their Meta Business Suite tool. But also there's some other tools within Meta Business Suite that are really nice, like the pixels or some of the insights that they can provide behind the pages and the Instagram that maybe you can't see on the social media pages. So we definitely recommend signing up for Meta Business Suite, getting your pages and Instagram accounts connected in there. This will give you an extra layer of support whenever you may face issues with your Instagram or Facebook business pages. In just that, having them in a Meta Business Suite account will give you some sort of verification or assurance to Facebook support when you reach out to them in the case of any support that you might need, that, okay, this account is actually owned by this person because it's within their Meta Business Suite account. And then of course you have these special access and tools that are in there as well. And now the 9th tool we're going to talk about for OnlyFans agencies and creators is going to be Google Analytics. I know a lot of link in bio softwares out there already have some measurements that they provide to you. For example, for beacons, they'll show you channel by channel breakdown and actually show the flow of traffic of like how much traffic has come into your beacons link and how much has come out. But the reason why we use Google Analytics is because not only does it provide that, it can also provide you more data and analytics behind some of your clicks and traffic, like the country breakdown or the channel breakdown, or even like some of the measurements that you might want to look at with your traffic, like how long they were on the page, or like how many percentage of those users ended up scrolling down. And you're going to be able to get more insight or activity into like what those clicks are actually doing when they come to your link in bios. And also it can act as a home base for all the various link in bios that you might have out there. So a lot of times a big creator, she's going to have more than one link in bio because you might be wanting to measure channel specific performance with different links in bios, or brand specific performance with different links in bios. And even if you're running like a Reels farm or like spam type method, typically it's not recommended to have just one link in bio, because if one of those go down, then all your traffic goes down for the time until you are able to get it all back up. So definitely recommend having Google Analytics as an extra layer of support on all your link in bio traffic, and ensure that you're measuring the traffic data from all the various sources that you're getting it from and really getting a holistic view of the performance of your traffic. The 10th and final tool that we're going to talk about is going to be a phone rental service. And this is not talking about what we talked about earlier in the video with a real phone, but we're talking about just like phone number rentals for temporary activation. This is extremely useful for mass creating like Gmail accounts or social media accounts, because oftentimes an email is not enough to create like a brand new Twitter account, especially if you're doing it at scale. So you're going to want a temporary phone rental service where maybe you don't want to sign up for a monthly plan, but you want to have a unique phone number for a one-time use or like a 1-week use or whatever it might be. And the tool or website I'm going to recommend for this is SMS-Activate. They have the most affordable rates that I've been able to find up to this point. For the most part, the numbers that they provide are very high quality. We've been able to use them to create hundreds of different social media accounts over the lifespan of our relationship with SMS-Activate. And they have country-specific codes for all the various countries out there, so you'll be able to create as many social media accounts as you need. So that's it for this video. This concludes everything we need to talk about when it comes to 10 tools every OnlyFans agency or creator needs to use. If there are any that I missed, feel free to leave them as a comment below. I would love to know what you guys are using right now to ensure that your OnlyFans agencies are running at optimal performance. So that's going to do it for this video. If there's any questions, let me know. Thanks.